Hi everyone, welcome back to another cookbang. Today I'm going to make one of my favorite home cooked meals. It's easy, super easy to make, but it's so hearty for me. I'm going to make some soybean paste stew, but I'm going to use this flavored one. It's supposed to be flavored with like clams and other seafood. I've tried this specific brand before and it's very strong and I love that. I'm going to add some shrimp and Dungeness crab legs. These are bought from Mariano's and American Market, and the amount that I'm using today is 1/4 of the whole bag. The whole bag was on sale for $34. So I was pretty shocked how many legs were in there. And it's supposed to be a very good, easy cut. So I do see some like slits. I think I'm supposed to break it like that, but we'll see. I'm very excited to try this. And there's a lot left over. I might do like some kind of maybe I'll boil it with some white wine or just steam it. For my panchan, I'm going to make some spam and some zucchini pancakes. Okay, this is getting really loud. I'm gonna turn this off. Let's start with the stew first. What should I do? I'm going to do just the quickest way. Oh, this is hot. Oh, yeah, I think that's good because I am going to add a bunch of seafood in there, so I don't want to start with too much water. I'm going to first add the paste. It does have a lighter color to it. I'm going to add one. Oh, is this messy? Then two. Ugh. Especially with the soybean paste soup, I'd rather have it like overwhelmingly strong than bland. Like if it's too strong, you could still work with it. Like you could just eat it with the rice, like a lot of rice. So I'm gonna take that like a one pot cooking method, and I could always add more. Okay. And I have a little bit of pepper paste and pepper flakes. I'm going to add these as well. When I add any kind of like shellfish, especially like Dungeness crab, or this is my first time using Dungeness crab, but when I use blue crab, I do like to add a little bit more of the pepper, the red peppers in here. To be honest, I think I could use a little bit more pepper flakes, but we'll see. Let's just start with this much. I have some white mushrooms. Just gonna let it cook. I have some Korean zucchini. You could probably already tell, but this is kind of like cleaning out my refrigerator recipe. Okay, some onions. And I'm gonna let them just kind of boil once on a high heat. I do have tofu. I only have soy tofu. It's not like the original recipe. You want to use a little bit more firm tofu for soups, but personally I love soy tofu, so I'm making it at home, so I do whatever I want, right? Okay, let's start. Some oil. Okay, I have spam that already pre-cut. I'm going to push these guys. Ah, whew, that's hot. I'm so used to burning my hand. I know that's not a good thing, but I've learned to deal with it. If you cook enough, if you cook a lot, I think you just get used to it. I don't know. So there's my spam, and then I have my pre-cut zucchini into little, slices like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first dip it in flour and then some eggs. And if you guys watch my like other cookbangs, I always strain, run it through a strainer whenever I have to use it as like one of the layers when I'm deep frying. So what to do is flour first, and then egg. Okay, lower the heat just a little bit. There we go. Okay. And as for the soup, I'm going to just kind of cook it a little longer on a medium-low heat. I just want the vegetables to kind of like really soak up the flavor before I add the seafood because they do cook really quickly. Some flour. I think he just is hearing a lot of dogs going in and out. But there's really not much to it. Flour and then egg. Flour and then egg. I don't have too many memories with my grandma. My mom's mom, she was always sick, so I don't really have any memories with her. But for my dad's mom, I have few memories with her, and one of the memory is that she loves corn, like steamed corn. And the ones that she used to make for me and my sister were so like glutinous or very like sticky. You can't really find them here. I feel like the American corns are very sweet and very like they're not sticky, you know. But the ones that my grandma used to make for us were just so, it was, yes, it was very sweet, but also very sticky, which I didn't think that I'll miss, because I thought that was like every corn, you know, until I came to America. You could still find them in Korean markets, but it could be a little pricey. Besides the corn, I remember when my grandma visited America, she was over at our house and she made us like loads of this like zucchini pancake. I grew up like never really liking anyone else's food besides my mom's, but I remember having this that my grandma made and I really liked it. I think I need to move these around a little bit because all the oils are flowing downwards like this. So let's do this. The thing about soup that I really like, you don't really have to worry about it burning or like, I don't know, going anything like happening to it because it just boils. On the other hand, these things you have to keep your eyes on. You don't want to mess it up. I also remember when me and my sister visited Korea, just us two, we were pretty young. So we couldn't really do anything ourselves, like by ourselves. And I remember visiting the same grandma, and then we were like, we had another cousin, like we had an older girl cousin. Since we're all girls, we were like, hey, let's go to like a sauna, you know, Korean sauna. And I don't know why, I just really didn't want to go. I mean, I ended up going, right? But in the beginning, I really didn't want to go. When you think of grandma, they're always like very like nice to you. They spoil you. But my grandma was a tiger. She's like, if you don't want to go, just stay here. And I think I was a little shocked. So I was like, I'll go. Oh my gosh, all these like memories coming up. But you know, like, so we ended up going to the sauna. And me coming from America, and I mean, I did grow up a little bit in Korea, but this was like one of my first few times going to a spa, right? But in Korea, they don't allow, like, they don't want you to wear any clothes in there. Like when you are near the hot tubs or any kind of like a steam sauna, they don't want you to wear any clothes. So I remember this like ajumma, like an older lady, yelling at me and my sister because we were really embarrassed. You know, like I don't want to be naked. We had a towel over us too, and like I feel like that should be okay. But she didn't like, she wasn't even working there. She yelled at us like, you can't wear that in here. You have to be completely naked. I'm like, oh. I mean, now I don't care. I can walk around naked. I don't care. But at a young age, I just felt so shy. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's spicy and so strong. Okay, this is yummy. I do have a little left. I'm going to cook rest of it a little later. I'll leave it to the side. I'm just so messy, yeah. This is not food related, but I always have Clorox, like a disinfectant wipe next to me when I film mukbang. And I didn't know they made a paper towel wipes. I don't know how useful or practical it's gonna be, but it's like kind of big. I don't know. I don't know what the main difference is besides the size. So my side dishes are practically done. I'm going to lower it very, very much. Let's add my seafood. Some crabs. Ooh. Some shrimp. Raise the heat one more time. Let it boil. Soaked tofu. I'm going to just add it on the side as a one like piece. And so, ah! I'm going to adjust a little bit more because I'm gonna boil it a little longer. Medium high. Nice. This is gonna be a big rice stealer menu today, if that makes sense. I have a huge bowl of white rice. Yikes. And then you get my new addition to my cup obsession. I don't think it's obsession yet, but I do have a lot of cups. Anyways, look how cute this one is. It is the most impractical cup because you'll see, it's very tiny. I have my Coca-Cola. Look at that, it's almost full. Oh boy. It's not terrible. There you go. Eee, so cute. I did not realize how much I love cute things. Okay, mini cutie right there. Let's eat. I did turn off the heat for the soup. Let's take a few pieces of the crab out so I could eat it and not burn my mouth. I'm going to leave it right here just for a second. I have ketchup and I have this soy sauce, vinegar, apple vinegar, and some pepper flakes in here. Chocolate. So good. You know, you think about it, soup and bibimbap, you know, those Korean mixed rice where you add pepper paste, it's such a good way to have vegetables. Well, I mean, I like vegetables, so I could just kind of grill it and eat it as it is. But if you don't, I thought this is a good way. Some zucchini, some tofu. Oh my gosh, everything's so friggin' hot. Okay, find my Dungeness crab. Mmm. Mmm. I don't know why. It's almost kind of minty, like peppermint. You get that like really refreshing thing. I don't know why. I don't know where it's coming from. That's weird. So there was a cut. I don't know how you're supposed to. How this is any easier to eat. Oh, it just cracks like that, huh? Oh, and then they kind of. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This piece right here. Pick up some rice. Soup. Some zucchini, onion, mushroom, and a little bit of tofu. And then my crab. Stay. Oh my god. Oh, they do break really easily. I know that eating crabs are like not that satisfying unless it's like the snow crab or king crab where you get like a huge chunk of meat. But this is so good. Yeah, it kind of, I really don't know why it's tasting very pepperminty for me. It's so weird. It's so weird. I don't know why I'm getting that very like a minty, refreshness from the Dungeness crab. That, I don't know, whatever. Let's just eat. Some tofu. Got more veggies. More veggies. Oh. Ah, everything's so good. So, you know, last year when Tony and I went to winter camping a lot, so we had to chop a lot of wood. I mean, a lot of times we didn't, but my parents had like a bigger like pieces of wood where we obviously had to cut it smaller, and I used to like chop a lot, and I accidentally, I don't even remember how I hit it. I don't think I directly hit my finger, but I think something bounced off of my like index finger, so I had a pretty bad injury. I mean, like I didn't have to go to hospital, but it was like a big cut, right? So ever since then, this finger has been not normal. Like if it swells up, like first place I feel anything is this finger. And if my hand swells up. And yesterday I went to golf. It hasn't been that long, but you know, like I don't go as often anymore. I went yesterday. I don't know if I hit something wrong or I pulled something. My entire hand started to feel really ill, like and painful. And I was just trying to figure out where this is coming from, and I think it's the same index finger. Like when that happened, I wanted to just kind of like wait it out, and I thought it would just heal on its own. But at this point, I don't think it will. So I'm like afraid that I have to go check it out. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I? I mean, I'm hoping that it doesn't cause anything more than like what it's doing right now. Just a little pain. I mean, that's what I tell Tone all the time. Like, if he has some kind of injury, I just tell him, go check it out, because if you're trying to save like a few $100 and by like not visiting, it's gonna end up costing you more. But I feel like I'm being a hypocrite. So Tong and I moved mainly because of Tong's work and his commute. We moved close enough where he could walk. It's a really short walk too. And the other day, it started to rain a little bit at night in the evening, and it kept raining when Tong was about to walk home. So I told him, hey, like, you know, I'll meet you halfway, or I'll head out right now so that you don't have to really, you know, get wet. So it wasn't that bad. It was just it was like a little more than drizzle, but it was definitely raining. So as soon as I step out, it really reminded me of Paris for some reason. Like all those little like lights and like that rain sound and the cars. I don't know what it was. Just, I mean, like the place I'm living right now is kind of an older area. It's definitely not like as developed, or it doesn't have tall buildings. So all the apartments and living areas are pretty kind of like old. It just like gave me that vibe when I visited Paris a few years back, and it was very like rainy, and it just felt so romantic. And I think he really liked that too. I think he really liked me like kind of like waiting for him, or like meeting him halfway, because we haven't like really done that after we got married or after we started living together. In the beginning, yeah, we did some like cute stuff like that, but sometimes you just don't have the opportunity to do that. But we do, you know. I brought an umbrella for him, and I saw him coming, and it was just like walking back home with an umbrella, like, you know, being under an umbrella together. It was just so, I don't know, it made me like, I mean, I love him, but it made me like fall in love with him again. Kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was just really romantic. Yeah. And I thought it was just me who felt that, because, you know, I could be a little, you know, like that. But I'm pretty sure that he felt something too. Because a few days later, I checked the app, and it's supposed to rain tonight. And I was like, hey babe, you know, don't forget your umbrella. And he didn't say anything for a second. And then he goes, or you could like come out and bring me an umbrella at night. I'm like, no, I don't. I loved it. That night was beautiful, but we didn't know it was gonna rain. But today we do, so let's just be prepared. That's so funny. Can somebody explain why this is so minty? That's so weird. Oh. I should like crack it open. It's so weird. So minty. Do they do that so it doesn't like spoil or something? I never tasted this before. Guys, I can't stop eating. This is so good. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love fall. I'm excited for Thanksgiving too. I feel like everyone in my life have been pretty busy. I mean, myself included. Yeah, everyone's living that busy life that we need a day off. So I'm very excited for Thanksgiving and Christmas, where we could spend time with your friends and family. I never really thought much of it. I mean, I love the holidays. I love the vibe you get. I love the decorations, but I never really look forward to like the gathering. But this year I really do. I'm really excited. It was so good. It only has one ear left. Okay guys, I am going to end the video here today. I hope you guys enjoyed another cookbang, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.